All right, welcome back to another episode of the Scout Life. Today, we are continuing last episode's furious push to get ready for our trip to Death Valley. So I'm here with Ben. Ben's going to be graciously helping me. So as you can see, we have all this stuff. And I'm really trying to go light. But going out to Death Valley, you need water. Our loop is 230 miles, so just in case I can't get, again, with the grinding. What is it? 230 miles, so I need to make sure we have 5 gallons of fuel. This is a big change factor. We're trying to take a motorcycle. And the idea is on the highway, we're going to load the WR250 onto a bike carrier off the Ultra Swing, which is not recommended, but I'll show you how we're going to get around that. Officially, Jason said it's not recommended.
Officially, even with the tire.
Well, that's our get around. We're going to try to actually remove the spare tire for our highway miles. Again, massive grinding. And then when we get to the Death Valley Park, when we get to the kind of the entryway to the park, we're going to unload the bike, put the spare back on the Ultra Swing, and then keep the bike off until we're done with our trip in about 230 miles or 2.5 days. Then we got to figure everything out. We got a roof rack, we have the rear, and we do have 3 people, so we have to keep the rear seat. If we could get rid of the rear seat, it'd be easy. But we have to keep the rear seat. So anyway, I'll show you the stuff we got, walk you through that, and then we'll start figuring out how we're going to fit it all. Okay, so here's some of the things. We have some Brand X traction boards that I was just in a pinch and didn't have $500, so these were like $100, and I know they're not as good as Max Trax, but they should do the job for this trip. I did purchase this carrier, this jerry can mount, just in case I decide to put the fuel on the roof rack. I don't know how I feel about that, but I also am not crazy about putting fuel up inside the vehicle. Propane tank. Of course, we have our rigged Ultra Swing table, which allows us to not bring a table, because between the tailgate and the table, we're covered for prep space, everything functionally that we need. We got enough sleeping and camping supplies for 3 people, so 3 sleeping bags, 1 tent, 1 person will sleep in the inside the Scout. 2 Mexico blankets. I always like bringing those. Got our Nemo chairs, water, fuel, spare parts, so I'll build out that box of, like, I have a distributor, a fuel pump, a high pressure power steering hose, anything that's obvious that can fail. We have our propane fire pit. Those are awesome. We have our partner cook stove. Those are awesome. We need to make sure we have the propane hose. I am not going off just memory. We have... I made this list. Helpful step. Okay, so let's just... we'll kind of go fast motion and just roll some stuff off us figuring it out.
Then you can just put your bags on top, right?
Yeah, so this is Ben. Ben took a crack at free like non-fixed mount, because we have like some certain things you can fix mount things, but then you're not flexible. Yeah. So, and this is like temporary kit. Normally, like we have, like most trips I take the adventure trailer, but we're going fast and light. So I feel pretty good. We also have to think about rattling around on desert whoops, you know. So maybe we can strategically use those blankets, like the Mexico blankets, to put in between metal.
Put it over the ALU box, then the stove,
and like, and where the metal's touching the seat, that'll wear a hole in the seat. So, okay, we're gonna take another crack. I also put the water, because one thing I'm worried about is weight, having a ton of weight in the back of the Scout. They already kind of tend to sag. So this water jug is 5 gallons of water. It's pretty heavy. Forgive my mess in here. So I said, let's put the water jug here so that it moves weight in front of the axle. I'm gonna move. Okay, anyway, we're gonna keep at this, and then we will start doing the roof rack, which we have some modularity needs in the roof rack. Remember also, I'm gonna have to take this tire off, so I think we're gonna leave that left side free to put it back in its stock location. So Ben, why don't you work on that right now?
Okay.
We'll just get an impact driver and we'll take that off. It's fun, man. We got another couple hours. I'm trying to get the front lights working. These, dude, the Perlux 200 Ts. So I have a relay kit that if I have time, I'm gonna try to get those working. Anyway, back at it. Okay, so again, sorry about the grinding. I think we got a good situation for the roof rack, because this carrier, again, when we get to Death Valley, we have to take the motorcycle off the Scout, put the carrier up on the roof rack. This is all front runner stuff. They have these eyelets, which will get some straps. I might cut some like cardboard spacers just to keep this from chafing the finish off the aluminum. The faux tracks are good. That's our sleeping bags. Keeping headlamps, flashlights in the center console. Other than that, man, I feel pretty good. We're gonna situate some of this stuff a little bit better just for the jostling of off-road use. We need our spare parts, or Scout parts, and a tool and tools. So let's go. We're gonna go get those together. Ben, what are you doing?
Making a hole.
We're just fitting these, kind of fitting these fake tracks. It's coming out pretty awesome. I'm gonna use these bad boys, these turnbuckles, to mount that Pelican case, and we're gonna strap down this ramp just so we have the right straps. Getting close. Then we're working on our used part. I'll show you this. So spare motor parts for your IH. Power steering, high pressure power steering hose, I've had that blow. Some 3/8 and 5/16 tubing. This is like hose clamps, gloves, paper towels, P-clamps, wire butt connectors, all that kind of stuff. We're bringing a Presto Light distributor and wires. A fuel pump. Fuel sending unit, that's kind of like not really necessary, but we'll bring it anyway. Maybe not. And then a bunch of ratchet straps. You'll see we'll use plenty of those. All right, so we got the roof rack basically set. One of the last decisions we need to make is fuel in the truck or fuel can up here. I'm not sure what to do. I might just put the bracket up here, and then we have the option to do both. And then I rigged this Pelican case is sweet, but I rigged up these little turnbuckles, and it's pretty good. So we'll have to check those. Got the fake tracks screwed down. They're solid enough. We're almost ready. Start loading up our clothing. The last of kind of tools, zip ties, wiring things, brake clean, rags, straps, and then our parts. Sorry, I got distracted there. Our spare parts and oil and fluids. We're doing good, man. Okay, so I decided to mount the AT Overland 5-gallon jerry can bracket up on the roof rack. And that way, if it leaks in this orientation and it's sketch, I can put it up here or put it in the back. Just for the record, this is discouraged and strongly unrecommended by Rig, but we're gonna do it anyway and see what happens. So we'll see. Jason, we did it, buddy. Looks good. I think it's gonna be pretty stable. The Scout is not on bump stop yet, so that's good. We're packed up. We're gonna go to the grocery store and then we head out tonight, and that will be a new video. So this video is pretty lame if you ask me, but I don't know. I might combine it with the full trip video. We'll see. Probably will, but maybe we won't.